We back. We
Yes,
back.
we are. Yes, we
back
are.
in the shop. We
We
back
here.
in the
We
shop,
back at the
man.
shop. We got our brother Gene,
We here.
Black Gene,
We
Black,
here. We
aka,
here.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Brother,
We here.
we
I
at the
go by
motherfucking
Clicko
shop,
Blow,
man.
man. I go by Clicko Blow. Follow me on all platforms, Clicko Blow.
So y'all can follow me on all platforms. Man, who's 6? You feel what I'm saying? Tap in.
And we got a special guest today, man. Special guest. Not only a special guest, but our sponsor. You know what I'm saying?
One
He
of the
sponsored
biggest
this whole thing, man. He made this thing come true today. So
Here with
this,
y'all.
this is a special interview, man. Don't give a you know what I'm saying? Gonna clap it up, man. Gonna clap it up, man. For you even know who he is. For you even know who he is. But I'm gonna let you formally introduce yourself, though.
Oh man, I'm Gene. Simple. Black Gene. I'm gonna get you right though every time.
Telling you, every trip, man.
Every time.
Every trip, man. One more, man. Yeah, one more, man. That's my boy, man.
Tell you.
Yeah.
Boy.
Real nigga, man. Real nigga.
man. You know.
Appreciate that.
But nah, I got a question though. So, tell me,
Go ahead.
what inspired you to get in the reselling business?
I was scared of just being broke. I was scared. Nah,
That's real nigga
That's
shit.
real
Nah.
shit, like,
my old man retired in Atlanta, in Georgia. He retired. He worked his whole life in New York, and then he came to the A, and he retired here. And he was sick.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was used to getting calls at work, oh, your pop's back in the hospital. So after a while, it became like something I would just hear like every other week, every 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
But then this last time my sister hit me up, she was like, this might be it. It's not looking good. So this was, you know, I used to work for Toys R Us. I used to be a store manager for Toys R Us. And I think that was like, it was around the same time they was closing down.
Okay.
And so I got on the plane, I left everything.
Damn. Fuck it.
Fuck it,
And I came down to the A. But in my mind, I'm coming just for, you know.
Yeah. The money. You know, like everybody.
But you know, at the same time, I'd been away from my family for like 20 years. I was just the one that was always over there while everybody was here.
So you originally from New York?
I'm originally from New York, you know what I mean? So
Yes, sir.
the A is my second home now. But anyways, I came down, I went to the funeral, a couple days went by. I'm gathering my stuff to go. They were like, where you going? I'm like, what you mean where I'm going? It was like, chill for a little while. Like, I'm like, all right, well, a whole while they trying to get me to stay.
Yeah.
So, old man, you know, that went by, and you know, I went into like this little depression, and so I stayed indoors a lot, probably like about a year. My first year here, I didn't come out.
Shit.
Yeah, I stayed in the crib.
In the house, man.
Just-
In the house.
Straight up, like yeah, I could have been on house radio. It was no different. I should have just asked for the what they call that, the thing, the ankle bracelet. But
No cap. No
yeah.
cap.
So my sister at the time was opening up a boutique over there on Points Out.
Okay.
And
you know what I'm saying? Really
and she knew I messed with, you know, stores and managing and running stores. So
Yeah.
she was like, yo, you need to get out the house. Why don't you come up here? It's only me and your niece in here. I'm a female in here. You just come in here and, you know, hold it down with me. So it went from that to me being in the store and she running around taking care of everything else.
Yeah.
So now I'm in the store. So I'm just like, all right. She was like, she called me one day and talk about, you don't do nothing. Why don't you just get like a case or something and put some t-shirts in there and a hat or something and some shoes?
Type shit, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
So in a sense, I wanna kind of recognize her because I think that's what motivated me.
Inspired you to do this shit.
Yeah, she got me out the house. You know what I'm saying? When she got me out the house, everything else was
Shit went north.
Yeah. So let me ask you something like starting out, cause you know, starting out, I know this shit be hell trying to get the right people or whatever. Like, so when did you like find your first inventory supplier or your first like, you know, plug, I guess if you would say?
You know what's crazy? Cause when you get ready to start doing stuff, you always want to make sure you tell it to the right people.
Yeah.
Because when you tell it to the right people, that's gonna be the difference between somebody listening and just saying, I wish you the best, or I know you could do it, to somebody saying, yo, I know somebody with this, or I know somebody with that, or they might put you into the right rooms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talking to
Yeah.
the right people to help you. Because everything doesn't always come down to $1. Sometimes it's a relationship is as good as money because someone sees what you're doing and they might be sitting on something that you need.
Fact.
Here, take that. So reason why I say that is I had a friend that I used to manage with in Toys R Us.
Yeah.
And I know he was always into sports. So I called him up one day and I was telling him what I'm trying to do. He was like, yo, man, I got a buddy of mine who used to have an online store with football jerseys, basketball jerseys, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I told him, I said, yo, holla at your boy for me. I really ain't got no bread. He bought them jerseys.
Wow.
He bought them jerseys and he sent me probably 30 jerseys.
That's
Football
crazy.
jerseys. And I'm talking about these the old school joints.
The real joint.
Yeah, man with
Oh,
the
geez, the
Look.
ones that gets going.
yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
and they you know they got weight to them. And
Yeah.
it's, you know what I'm saying. So
Thick material.
yeah, so I'm surprised. I think he gonna send me 5. Dude sent me
30 of them, yeah.
26 to 30 jerseys, and these joints is online probably $250 a piece.
Yeah.
That's
Good money.
crazy.
Yo, so he sent me that. So that's how I got my first. That's how I got
That's all.
my startup kit.
That's
So
all.
I want to ask you another one. So, when you first started, what was one of the biggest challenges you went through, that you can remember? Like what challenged you when you first started this?
One of the biggest challenges was when I came down to the A, thinking that the world that I was in was everybody else's world.
Yeah.
What do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? It didn't take too long before I got introduced to the A, all right? So I'm up here buying what I think is fly, what I think is dope.
Yeah.
I'm putting stuff together. I'm excited. I'm matching colors. I'm doing it. Then the young boys. So mind you, when I first got the lease, when I first started getting ready to open.
Yeah.
Before that, what saved me was I had negotiated with the landlord to get 3 free months.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? But I had that joint up in 2 weeks. Trying to, us, we hustle. We try to take advantage of time so you can be ahead of the, So, and this is what saved me. I'm saying that to say what I'm about to say. So, I had the store set up and, the young boys, the neighborhood cats, they come in, they're like, yo, this setup is pretty cool, but you ain't got no Jordans.
Yeah, you got to have
J's now.
You got to have
But
J's.
what's crazy is sometimes when you want to do something bad enough, you don't take the time out to do the necessary research.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right?
Fact.
And get the information that you need.
That's
So
fact.
you're ambitious, but you're naive at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I'd have did the proper research, I don't think I would have did it.
Hey, that is crazy.
You know
right?
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that just came from the heart. I just really wanted to do it. So I didn't take the time to sit there and find out you need 150 to 200,000 to start a sneaker store.
Yeah.
Because once I would have saw them zeros,
Yeah.
I would have went back to the house.
Backed out.
Yeah, I would have went back to the house.
It's too much going on.
I'm trying to tell you.
I need my money to come right now.
So
zeros.
they shattered my dream. They was like, yo, this ain't it.
Yeah.
This is the setup is dope. Your merchandising is good,
But it's
you ain't got it. You ain't got what we need. So I had to get out of the mindset of shopping for me and start thinking about and learning more about the A, the culture,
what they like,
what people like. You know what I'm saying? So
topic for this
Yeah.
shit.
So
Yeah.
that's crazy you say that, right? Because I was gonna ask you how you know what items to get and what items to be basically reject.
pass on.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't it, or because it might be some fake items, or it might be some anything.
There's a couple of ways. I used to got a lot in the beginning.
Hey.
I was buying a lot. I was not saying that I was into selling fake stuff, but I wasn't trained
Yeah.
to be able to pick up on it right. You know what I'm saying? Like how I would now, and I'm much more careful now than I was then. But but in the beginning, I don't think they had stuff like check.
Yeah.
A couple years ago.
But
that stuff.
I think they started doing that around.
Yeah, that stuff is more in the more recent years. That helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Because
a nigga really had to get on their shoe.
Yeah.
If you wanted to see if your shit was real or not.
You know what I'm saying? And then
checking the shoe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you had to. That's why you said check. That's an app.
Yeah.
That's an app.
Yeah. They didn't.
Also the black light.
Yeah. The black light was always. You had to go in the back room, shut the light off. Yeah. They probably stealing in the front. You know what I'm saying? Too much. You checking threads.
Yeah.
But now, you know what I'm saying? After a while, like when you keep doing it, like you become trained. It's got to smell a certain way. Yeah. What we do when they come in, we look at the shoe, check it, you look at the bottom, you feel the material.
Yeah, that's the first thing I'm going. Oh yeah, especially if it's some shit I've been waiting on. Like.
So y'all do the smell check first? I ain't even gonna lie, I do the squeeze check.
That too.
I do
that too. The toe. There's a lot of things you can do.
The smell might hit, but you squeeze that motherfucker burrito.
And it's crazy. It's crazy because what you just asked is like a 2-part question, Ted. Because first you got to authentic. You got to make sure they bring you something real, right?
For sure.
Then second, you better create yourself a network of people that are in the same game as you.
Yeah.
And y'all need to be on the phone with each other all the time because he might be on the east side of somebody you trust their opinion or whatever, and you might have another friend on the west side. It might be something going on the east side that's gonna be coming your way that you need to know about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's good. You gotta have that network. You gotta have that because let's say you on the other side of town and you a shoe guy and I'm a shoe guy, and I may not be so hip to a certain shoe, and I might be like, yo, I'm thinking it's fly. You don't want to go back into that where you just start thinking what you think.
Yeah.
You got to get opinions from other people too.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the decision's yours. It's your money.
Yeah.
What you're gonna invest it in. But I'll call you and I'll be like, yo, phone posit's still dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you might be like,
you
might be like, you might be like, nah, you about 6 months behind. Niggas ain't really wearing them like that no more.
Fact.
So either I'm gonna try to get it at a better price, because I'm a little skeptical if I decide to go against what you're telling me, or I just won't do it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have some good people.
Yeah,
you gotta have some good people, man.
Yeah. So like when you say pricing, I got another question when it comes to the pricing thing. So what's a strategy you use for like pricing secondhand material shit? Like when you get like a resale price on this, like how do you do that?
Okay, so there are a couple of things that go into that. First, you need to understand the rarity of the piece that you're holding or you're looking at. You gotta understand, sometimes we use, the StockX method and the GOAT method to kind of gauge where a shoe's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But sometimes it come pieces that's it's not in the town.
Fact.
It's not in the town. So that gives you a little, leverage to you could go up a little bit, especially.
So basically okay, so what kind of like software are you using to like keep up with your inventory? You get your shoes in and they come in. How you keeping up with that?
iPhone 16.
Hey,
I mean, really think about it.
That hard.
Who wants to be lugging around a laptop, or you got to go back to a station where you got to get into a computer and all that? Yeah, I mean, it's good to have, I also have an iPad, but there's a lot of times I'll be on my phone. Like, I'll be on my phone all day. He'll get on me sometimes. He'll be like, yo, he's always in his damn phone. But that's because that's just, for me, that's the easiest tool. Everybody, we use different methods. I mean, sometimes I write stuff down. I got books and I got receipts. I try to write receipt books. But before that, you got to have some type, whatever works best for you, you got to have a system where you got to know what you paid for something 2 weeks later or a week later when it sells. Or you got to have an idea what you purchased it at.
Fact.
So you can,
Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense though.
So, like, another question, like, what's a good successful way of you getting more clientele, like more customers? Like, what's your strategy?
There's a couple different ways. There's word of mouth, right?
For sure.
You can get flyers, you can get cards made and stuff like that. You gotta it's a constant thing. It never stops.
So is you big on like the social media with
Social media is the number one tool.
That's what time we live in.
Yeah, it's this different age. Where back in the day, you could just tell somebody or tell somebody
Word
else.
of
But
mouth,
you do the right things on social media, you'll skyrocket. You'll blow up. Promotion, man. Promotion.
So like basically like your social media platform is like the main.
That's my office.
What social like? That's my office.
Instagram. I mean, whatever tool you want to use. Some people do all of them. TikTok, Instagram. Some people, for the older cats, Facebook. And so Facebook. All the other stuff is no good no more. What was the stuff before that? Like MySpace. Nah, but the new one, Instagram.
I remember Black Planet.
Come on, that's crazy.
I heard y'all folk giving up shit on Yahoo.
Wow.
Yahoo, I remember.
Now they got the TikTok shop. There's a whole lot of things.
So what kind of competition is like? How do you go about competition on like social media? Like what basically like what's your strategy on your platform?
I'll be quite honest with you. The word competition doesn't exist to me. I try to constantly reinvent myself and do things every day to just be in my own lane. And those who've been here and they really know me, they'll come in here and they'll be like, boy, I was in here for 2 days. This whole you know what I mean? That's because I'm always just reinventing myself, always doing things, switching stuff around, setting up the store strategically in a way where before you get to what you want, you got to walk through everything else. You may not never make it to what you trying to get to. You're like, I came in here for one thing, like Walmart and Sam's Club and Costco. You come in here for one thing. By the time you leave your car like $1,000, you trying to figure out why? That's how you do that. You got to this place has to breathe. You got to constantly be moving stuff, shifting stuff, changing. It don't stop.
So, cool. So, like, how do you build your relationship with your repeated customers? Like, people that came back in, that they constantly come and shop with you, like, constantly.
I give them whatever I can. Headbands, wristbands. Look, I'm giving them anything, just like you get stuff, there's a lot of stuff you get too. And if you own a shop, you'll know what you get for almost nothing. Give that to them people, man. They're gonna come back. You know what I mean? They going in their pocket. They going in their pocket for you. They going in their pocket for you, and sometimes they don't even, they not. But when you give them that, it could be a keychain, it could be anything. You give them, that's when you see that smile. That's how you know they're satisfied. Then they gonna tell somebody, hey, such and such, I'm such and such cousin. They shop here all the time. Why you sending family members and people here if we're not doing you right? We're doing you right. So give stuff, man. If you can give it, give it.
Yeah. So like what kind of advice would you give a young, a young brother or a young sister trying to get right on reselling or starting a business, reselling? What advice would you give them? What?
Make sure your desire is stronger than anything else. Don't go into something that you're not ready to give 25 hours of your 24 hours for. You know what I'm saying? Do your research, do your due diligence, but at the same time, don't overthink it. Don't do too much, because like I said, I wouldn't be here if I read every single thing that required for me to be in the field that I'm in. You know what I mean? That would have broke my spirit before I even, you know what I mean? So go for what you know, go for what you want, man. Don't listen to everybody. Yeah, you got to take people's opinion and stuff like that, but I didn't really start flourishing until I stopped trying to do everything the right way for everyone. I started flourishing when I started like not giving a fuck. and
That's all.
and you know what I'm saying, and just and go with your gut feeling. You know, I might highly value this man's opinion, right? But at what point, sometimes you're just gonna be like, I'm just gonna get it. Because there's been times where I've had, like, you know, call a couple friends and I've had stuff right before my face and like, nah, don't mess with it, don't mess with it. And I'll buy it and I'll dump the whole thing in a day or two. Yeah, so sometimes you just gotta go in your gut feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do that a lot. Man.
I got one more question.
Go ahead.
I got one more question for you. I feel like I should ask.
Is this PG-13?
No, 13 is real.
This is
Nah. It ain't that. I ain't gonna do it like that. But nah, this is a real question though. Out of all like everything you got going on, what you love about this?
So, what I tell people, when you surround your world around something you enjoy doing, it's not a job. Whereas, like, you know, I don't ever want to go back to living where I'm like, yeah, I get up days and I'll be like, I'm tired, I'm lagging, I'm dragging and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've worked in the past 7 years. And what do I mean by that? Not meaning like I don't do something to get paid. Yes, I do something to get paid. But it's a lifestyle. It's something I enjoy, so I don't consider it work.
You ain't working for somebody. You've been working.
I'm not working for somebody. This is not work. This is my passion. This is what I like doing. It's only work when you have to do it, right? When you have to take your time and you have to substitute it, right, for doing the things you want to do. Think about that. When you got to take your time and substitute it, right? I'm gonna give you my time, and you're gonna pay me this. This is what I'm valued at.
Yeah.
I'm investing in myself. So whatever it is, you gotta invest in yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta invest in yourself, and you're the product. So this isn't work for me. This is a lifestyle. I just get up and and if I'm not doing it, I feel sick.
Nah, for real.
And this is after 7 years.
Yeah, that's real shit. That's deep shit, man. That's deep shit, man. We gotta get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all give it up one more time.
Man, I appreciate you brothers having me.
For coming out, man.
For sure.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna get into some shoes, man. You got something for me, man? You got something for me?
Man, you know I know your size.
Man, look,
I already know what's size.
I want the fold.
I already
want the red folds. I need the fold.
Them is hard.
But look though, y'all. I just want to say that one thing. I just like
y'all like and subscribe.
I just want to appreciate everybody that tapped in, came to fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? Came to watch this.
The first spin?
Like, yeah, this
the first spin.
Everybody was probably down there nervous just like me. Look, but we got this shit.
Nah, carried it well. You carried it well. Carried it well.
See, but go ahead. And you feel me? I was born to do this. You feel what I'm saying?
Carried it well.
We got real special guests coming. Like, this is just the beginning. This is a special guest too. This is a real legend. You feel what I'm saying? It's a real legend. So I just taught me a lot. You feel me? Like, I respect Buddy for coming and goddamn, cause show us love. Let us goddamn poppy like this, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is a family thing at the end of the day.
You just gotta stay tuned.
Tell you, stay tuned.
Back in the shop. We gone.
I pop out and pop it, do my big one, what the fuck he on? She hop out and drop it, got a big one tryna take her home. They gon' try to copy, tryna watch it, tryna make a clone. Double up the profit, got it stocking, I been going strong. Running on never home, breaking down zone for zone. Get them and get them gone, flipping it with 2 phones. Trapping out shit got slow, he had to hit the stove. Yeah, count up some more, I gotta give me some more. Yeah, I gotta give me some more. Bad runner come out of low. He bad, no fucking ill. I caught the little bitch at the stove. With a stick, I can't let her get close. Perked out, she gon' beat up a nose. Get the bag and try with my bro. Get fucked, she bad, the bitch get on. Yeah, I'm in my mode. Perked out, might just wipe it, no. I ain't saying no more.